Venezuela has deployed armed forces across the country in response to escalating threats from the United States. As Washington significantly increased its military presence in the Caribbean region, President Donald Trump warned on December 2nd that any nation trafficking illegal drugs into America could face military attack, a statement widely interpreted as targeting Venezuela amid months of intensified U.S. naval and air operations near Venezuelan waters. The Venezuelan government has responded by mobilizing its military forces through the territory, with officials condemning what they describe as aggressive posturing by the Trump administrations. This military buildup comes as the United States has deployed approximately 16,000 personnel near Venezuelan waters, creating what regional analysts describe as the most significant U.S. military presence in Latin America in decades. The tensions escalated dramatically when President Trump singled out Colombia during his remark, accusing the nation of operating cocaine manufacturing plants. Colombian President Gustavo Petro responded immediately and forcefully, stating that Colombia destroys a drug laboratory every 40 minutes and warning Trump not to threaten Colombian sovereignty. Petro declared that such threats would awaken the jaguar and amount to a declaration of war, highlighting the delicate diplomatic balance in the region. Brazilian officials have also taken note of the rising tensions, with the country quietly conducting a significant military exercise over Natal, where a Brazilian F-39E Gripen fighter jet fired Europe's deadliest air-to-air missiles, the Meteor, for the first time. This demonstration of Brazil's beyond visual range combat capabilities occurred as the United States shut down Venezuelan airspace and conducted strikes against suspected vessels in the region. In a major escalation that has alarmed regional leaders, President Trump confirmed that America will soon begin land-based military strikes against alleged drug cartel targets, a move widely seen as a direct military threat to Venezuela. Addressing reporters after a 3-hour cabinet meeting, Trump stated that these ground operations would commence very soon, though he did not specify exact targets or timeline. The announcement followed weeks of visible U.S. military preparations in the Caribbean, including F-18 Super Hornets and F-35s fighter rehearsing strikes missions, aircraft carriers positioned strategically, and drone surveillance operations covering extensive areas. Regional security experts warned that this could represent the largest U.S. military operation in Latin America since the Cold War era, potentially destabilizing the entire region. China has issued a dual warning to the United States regarding its action in both Taiwan and Venezuela, accusing Washington of violating international law through its foreign policy decision. Beijing reiterated that Taiwan remained the first red line in China-U.S. relations and urged the American government to halt all official contact with Taipei. Simultaneously, China condemned the U.S. decision to declare Venezuelan airspace closed, calling it a breach of the United Nations Charter principles and an infringement on national sovereignty. Chinese officials emphasized that Washington must act prudently and respect international norms, suggesting that Beijing views the U.S. military buildup in Latin America as part of a broader pattern of aggressive foreign policy that threaten global stability and undermine multilateral institutions. The situation in the Caribbean has reached a critical juncture as U.S. military assets crowd the skies and water off Venezuela's coast. Aircraft carriers, F-35 stealth fighter, and extensive drone network have created what military analysts describe as an unprecedented show of force in the region. This massive deployment coincides with Trump's explicit threats of ground operations, creating an atmosphere of imminent conflict that has prompted neighboring countries to reassess their defense posture. Brazil's demonstration of its new Gripen Meteor missile capability serves as a clear signal that regional powers are preparing for potential spillover effects from any U.S.-Venezuela confrontation. As diplomatic channels strain under the pressure of military posturing, concerns grow that the situation could spiral into a broader regional conflict with significant humanitarian and geopolitical consequences for Latin America and beyond. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you have unlocked the truth. I want to ask you a quick question though. As the United States deploys 16,000 personnel near Venezuelan water, conduct military exercises with advanced aircraft like F-35s, and President Trump explicitly threatened imminent land strikes against alleged drug cartel, what are the realistic chances of avoiding direct military conflict between Washington and Caracas, and why? Join the debate. We want to hear your insightful opinion on where this is all heading in our community. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I appreciate your thoughts. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Like the video, share this video with friends and family, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.